Please, everybody should mute his mic. Quick.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Awesome. I can hear some background noise coming in. Please, you should mute your mic. Good. Um, I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are indeed excited to have you all at today's session, and this will be an opportunity for us to learn from each other and grow together. I want you to put this at the back of your mind. And for those of you who don't know me, for which I believe everyone here is familiar with me in one way or the other, directly or indirectly, professionally or unprofessionally. My name is Ibrahim Suleiman, and I am a recent graduate, public health graduate to be precise, and I am working on my own for now. I will be your moderator for today. So I would like us to take a little bit of our time to welcome our guest. We thank you very much for giving us your time and the opportunity. It is indeed a privilege to have you guys here with us today. It is not that easy, and we appreciate your compliance. I want to thank our speakers for taking their time, to share their knowledge and giving real life examples as we begin. So basically, our theme for today is PHP's 2024 prep / goal setting. PHP stands for Public Health Practitioners, an abbreviation I think invented by Selim Wazubelu. And we are really excited to share what we know with you today alongside our speakers. We will be discussing several areas, that we guide and give you a lane in throughout the course of public health and as you continue to go with your profession. And more also, I believe this session is also going to give you practical tips that you can use on your own, to work and then navigate your public health career. We are going to also take questions throughout this webinar where necessary. So in regards to this, you are also free to drop your questions. If you have any questions, any observation, you drop it in the comment section. These are the ground rules quickly. I think it is important for you to keep your mic muted and only to speak when given the chance to do so. And then you're also expected to raise your hands when you have anything to say to avoid interrupting anybody speaking while they speak. And then to the guest speaker, honorably, you are to spend a maximum of 15 minutes for your presentation, and then other speakers, the likes of Victor, you'll be given 7 minutes to go with your presentation, and then other audience to speak will also have 3 minutes to contribute for questioning and where they have observations where necessary. So I think we can begin properly. Sorry, can you still see my screen? Somebody should quickly unmute his mic and confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Okay, before we begin, this is our season greetings. I wish everyone Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to our Christian fellows, and to those of us that we are opportune to marry immediately after graduation. Congratulations to everyone, and for those of us that are yet to marry, I pray that sooner or later we are going to get our own partners too, to have a absolute and appropriate union. So season's greetings to everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Quickly, we are going to jump into the introduction aspect. I don't know how we are going to go about this, seeing that we are plenty. So I think we are going to skip this for now, only for us to kind of introduce our guest speakers briefly. The course of giving their presentation, I am going to see their profile. We are welcoming the likes of Ibirugba, Damilola, Akulawole. Sorry, sir. I am a Hausa man, and my accent. This is a Yoruba name. I apologize if I pronounce your name in the other way. And then we're also welcoming the likes of Victor Olade, okay. Ibirogba Damilola Akolawole is a public health scholarship awardee of the government of India from Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, Kochi, Kerala in India. And he has his first degree in physiology from Nigeria. He is a
Oh,
research
tell us everything.
enthusiast and holds a keen interest in is somebody speaking? Okay. He's a research enthusiast and holds a keen interest in investigating population health issues. Thank you very much for joining us. We also have the likes of Victor Kolade, a friend of mine and a senior colleague to be precise. He's a doctor in training, a Clemens research mentee. He's also a volunteer in Society for Family Health and the Slum to School. He is a global health advocate as well as a Millennium Fellow class of 2022. He is also a UN SDGs 3 and 4 advocate and a medical student in Federal University of Lafayette. You are highly welcome, sir. Diving into our session today, we are going to quickly hear from our guest, Mr. Ibirugba Damilola Akulowale, MPH. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And we sincerely appreciate you for giving us your time. It is indeed a privilege. We keep repeating this. We really appreciate, out of your tight schedules, you deem it fit to give us a little bit of your time to impact us with what we have, and this is something we are not going to forget for the rest of our life. So we thank you very much, sir, and I am declaring the floor for you, sir. You are welcome.
Wow, Honorable Sulaiman, thank you so much for this opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Everybody?
hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much. I have a short slide. Can I present? Is it
Yeah,
okay?
you can. You can.
Okay, so I'm requesting to present now.
Okay, let me quickly unshare my slides. Good. Stop sharing.
To be talking to professionals in the field like myself. I thank everybody for having me here. Thank you so much. As rightly said, my name is Damilola Ibrogba. I hold a master's degree in public health, currently in India. Yeah. So I would want to share my few experience with you guys. It's going to be a chat, basically. So feel free to interrupt me, or as the moderator would have it, maybe after the 10 minutes or 15 minutes of talk, you can ask me questions. I'm open to questions. Yeah. Okay. Please let me know if you see my slide. Just a minute. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
All right, thank you so much. So this is the little stuff I have for you guys. Goal setting is our topic, where we are going to be zeroing in on navigating the opportunities within the public health space. We are public health professionals who graduated, we spent the allotted number of years in schools. What opportunities are there for us to grasp within the space? The first question that comes to mind after spending all those years in school is, where do I work now? I'm here to tell you the good news. The good news is there are two basic places you can work. Number one, you can work in the industry, and then you can focus on academia. These are the two basic opportunities that are open to us as public health professionals. So, how about industry? What do I have under industry? Example of industry that we work with is global health organizations like UNICEF, like United Nations. I'm happy I have a senior colleague here working with United Nations already. Okay, we have USAID, and so on and so forth. We have federal, state, and local government agencies. You can work with any Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Water, Ministry of Works. You know, these are federal, state, and local government agencies. We can work with community organizations like religious groups,
Mr.
sports.
Damilola, sorry for interrupting. I don't know whether it is from my own end, but your slide is tending to be static. It is not moving.
Ooh,
Yeah, the
okay.
slide
Let me
is
reshare.
not working. Yeah.
Let me reshare again. Apologies, please. Oh, I didn't notice that. Just a minute, please.
Zan sake. A'a, kowa na gidan.
How about now?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's now moving. We are good to go.
Okay. Okay, so like I said earlier, there are two places we can work. We are open to opportunities in the industry and then in academia. Then what industries are we open to? Global health organizations,
Eh,
federal, state, and local government agencies, community organizations, hospitals, and traditional medical facilities, NGOs, then private companies too are places we can work in. What career paths are open to me? Number one, as a public health practitioner, I'm open to becoming an environmental health officer. I can become a content creator for medical journals or medical or even new social media outlets, that have medical columns. You can become a columnist, for any of them. You can become a demographer. For instance, we have globally USAID, you are in on management or administration. You can become a health promotions specialist. Okay, so a friend of mine in Dubai, currently she graduated from a school in Dubai, Nepal, thereabouts. And then after graduation, she ventured into health promotion full time. What did she do? Her parents supported her. They opened a blog for her, and then she started producing content, content upon content, and she's in money today. Yeah. So you can become a community health worker. You can, like for me, I've taken research as my passion. So I want to be a public health researcher. Okay. You can also focus on health economics or health financing if um, that is what you want. We've talked about industry, academia. Okay, you might want to take the path of a master's or a PhD in any of these fields. Example, you can go into environmental health, population health, health outcomes, occupational health and safety specialist, and you can zero in on becoming an epidemiologist. Yeah, can I take to build myself as a public health professional? One of such is you can be a project manager, project management, health economics, financing. Data and analysis now is the gold of the future. So our statistics is something people are using globally here in India, in the US, and everywhere in the world. Then you can also train yourself in monitoring and evaluation, research methods, very important courses and skills to have. What are the current opportunities? As we speak today, these three opportunities are up for grasp. In Nigeria, we have two. For those of us that want to work with NGOs, we have LPR, state officer, the lead, and we have state community laws. Usually, for those of us that want to venture into academia, you want to do your master's degree, Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters, fully funded scholarships, amongst others, are also open for us if you wish. This is the much I have for you today. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
Damilola,
you for having me.
for accepting our
Yeah,
invite
thank
again
you.
in the first place, because I think I contacted you very late today. Initially, we wanted doing it within ourselves, and Emmanuel Johanna suggested that why not we should call on a professional to give us a talk, and then it's going to make the entire session more attractive for people to join. And I believe with the presentation of Mr. Damilola, we are all convinced that we are ready to give you the best from what we can give you as classmates. And then thank you very much, Mr. Damilola, for this wonderful, awesome, and apt presentation. We appreciate you for honoring our request in the first place to join, even though the invite came in very late and impromptu. Thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate, and we are looking forward again to contact you next time we're having something of this. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Okay, quickly, let me share my screen and we continue. Um, can you all see my screen, please?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Um, are we still there?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Quickly, we are
Sorry,
going to.
please, Mr. Ibrahim. I have a question for the presenter, please.
Oh,
I don't know if
sorry.
it's
We are even supposed to take questions before we proceed because there is the likelihood of Mr. Damilola to leave us before the end of this session because I
yes,
believe he might have other
yes.
things to attend to. I'm very sorry. So if you have your question, you drop in your question, and if you are not timid to use your mic to see out your question, you can use the comment section as well to drop your questions. Please, it should be short, it should be precise and concise. Thank you very much. It is time for questioning. If you have any question for Mr. Damilola, you drop and then we attend to it as soon as possible. Thank you very much. So quickly, anybody with a question, if you have a question, you indicate by raising up your hand. And then, okay, and Emmanuel Irana, you go first. After you go, Muhammad Babangi will go. Then Yusuf Abubakar will go. Afterward, if you have other people, then they can as well go. Emmanuel, you can go quickly.
Thank you very much. Sir, I have a very brief question here. There is this contemplation between if somebody should opt for MSc in public health or MPH in public health. I want to have a clear understanding of the difference or the advantages one has over the other. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, just a minute, please. Honorable Suleiman,
Yes, sir.
is it okay to get all the questions together
Yeah,
so I answer them in
this is
one?
what I want to say first. Yeah, it will be
Okay,
better for you
thank
to get
you.
all the questions before you address the
Yes,
questions
please.
thrown to
Yes,
you.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Babange,
I hope
you go next.
I hope Suleiman you have captured mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess you should
Can you
capture so that
please
you can have
come
all
again?
together. I said I need more light on in regards to MPH and MSc. Like which one would one like to opt for when you're going for either academia or you're going for industry, and do you have a chance of having an MPH and later in life trying to jump into academia? Is it going to be a problem or is it okay? I want to just have a light on MPH and MSc
Okay, it has been noted.
in public health, MSc in public health and MPH in public health.
Okay, it has been noted. Mama ba no kenan karin shi yana
Okay.
zuwa wallahi.
Thank you.
Babanji, you can go.
Sorry, Mr. Presenter. I just wanted to say something regarding to what Emmanuel just said now. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, but I think it is better for you to come up with your idea in regard to any questioning after the speaker address the question based on his
Mm,
perspective and how he
my
sees
own
it.
is not question, but this question that he even raised is one of the most contemporary issues that we are facing even after immediately after our graduation. So I can recommend this question as one of the best questions. So it thank God the guest speaker is an MPH. So maybe we may have a lot of knowledge from him. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abbas, for iterating that the question is important. Yes, Babanji, if you are ready, you can go. Quickly, Yusuf. Yusuf, go.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Damilola. My question goes like this. Now, as a graduate of public health, which is the most suitable course should I opted for? This is actually my question.
Can you come again?
I say, as a public health graduate, which which course should I opted for as for my MSc or MPH? I mean, as for my MSc, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my question.
Um, Abdullahi Bala, you can go. Yes, Abdullahi Bala Dugeri, you can quickly unmute your mic and ask your question. Surviving issues. Ahmad Abubakar, you can go quickly. Ahmad, are you there?
Ahmad, we cannot hear you. You're not audible enough. Please come close to the mic.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My own is in respect to the association, or no, is in respect to the council, public health council of Nigeria. You can see on platform there are some people that they are parenting themselves as they are the council, or they call themselves uh, council. So, what is the other way that we will make a move so that we will have a council in Nigeria, public health council in Nigeria?
Okay,
Do you get my point?
if I get you clearly, you want to know just like other health profession having their a board per se.
Yes,
Yeah. So how can
yeah,
public health now secure one as
yeah.
a noble health profession?
Because I can understand that some college of health sciences and technology that they are doing diploma in public health, they are joining uh,
Oh,
environmental council
wow.
of Nigeria to register for the student to write the national exams and get their license through environmental health council of Nigeria. So what of the BSc program? Are we still going to join the Environmental Health Council of Nigeria, or is there a way that we will make our move so that we will have our own board? Because this challenges is very crucial to address. Because now I'm serving at FTH Gombe, Federal Teaching Hospital Gombe. So in the Department of Community Medicine, there are people that studies BSc Public Health. So they are having issues in their promotion because of LASIN. They're asking them that they cannot promote them without the present license. So do you understand my point? So is there any way or any move that will make so that at least public health BSc graduates will get license, or how the India or other foreign countries they used to practice public health?
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Okay, your
Yeah.
question has been noted. And then please, when next you are coming for your question, and to other people coming in for their question, please you should be brief because we don't have time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Um, any other person? I think this is the only people we have with question. Okay, just two questions. Is that all?
Okay. Okay. Is that all, Doctor? I mean, Honorable Sulaiman.
No,
Is that
doctor.
all?
Okay, yeah, yes, I think it is all. You can begin to address the questions, sir.
Okay. Thank you for all the questions. I would love to start from from the last question about standards in Nigeria and how they are done. As a matter of fact, I'm not so conversant with what happens in Nigeria currently. But what we have in India here is we have Indian public health standards. So for every public health parastatal, for every public health student, they are registered under that, what's it called, that professional body. They are duly registered. So if we don't have that in Nigeria, it might be one of the things that we might want to adopt. Okay, so every country has their own standards and professional body, especially when it comes to health. So it might be a global best practice that we might want to adopt in Nigeria. Then, which course should you opt for after your public health first degree? Okay, it's based on your interests. For me, I want to specialize in environmental epidemiology because I'm interested in exposures, how exposures affect our health. I have some background story related to that, so that is informing my passion and my interest for environmental epidemiology. You might have your own, you just think deep or look deep inside of you and then follow mentors, people that does the same thing you are interested in, read about their works. From there, you develop a passion and an interest, and then you know where your career trajectory would follow. Then, talking about the first question, NPH or MSc in public health. NPH is much more specialized. You're a specialized public health practitioner. MSc in public health is neither here nor there, you know. I think as a professional, it's better you have, or you go for MPH if you have that opportunity, even if you're applying for maybe a PhD or any, what's it called, industrial job in the US or in any European country, they always ask for MPH, Masters in Public Health, you know. On rare occasion, before you see MSc in public health, it's very rare. So the recognized this in global best practice is MPH. So I would suggest if you are going for any internationally recognized opportunities, you should opt for masters in public health. I hope I've been able to touch all the questions.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Well, okay. I think all the questions have
Honorable
been
Suleiman,
addressed.
over.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Danilo, for your time. We immensely appreciate.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quickly moving to the next item. Okay, I think before we go with any other thing, and I know definitely our other girls is standby, Mr. Victor. So I think we are going to begin with him in the case of maybe he have other things to attend to, and because he's joining us as a girl, so you guys should pardon me to give him the floor first before we attend to other things. So in regards to this, we are going to jump from item 4 now to item 6, where we are going to have Mr. Victor to give us his own part of presentation. Just like how I said earlier, I said Mr. Victor Kolade is a doctor in training, he's a premise research mentee, he's also a volunteer in Society for Family Health and also Slum to School. He is a global health advocate as well as a millennium fellow class of 2022. Mr. Victor is also a UN SDGs 2 and 3 advocate and a student of Federal University Lafia. Mr. Victor, you are highly welcome, and I think you can have the floor now and begin with your presentation. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Victor.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear
Can
you
you hear
loud and
me?
clear.
Just all right. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. As you just introduced me, I am Victor Kolade. I'm a student of Federal University Lafia, and I'm also a graduate of chemistry. I came from Federal University of Technology. So I think I'm speaking with graduate of public health. I've been learning from the first speaker, and I've been learning from even the audience. Yes, and
Mr. Victor,
it's
please
really nice
can you
that
be
to
a
be a
bit
graduate.
audible?
But what is important?
Can you be a bit audible? It's like you are a little bit far from your device.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, yes, I think it is okay now.
Am I audible enough now?
You are audible.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So we are all graduates here, and life after graduation is it's a bit complex. You'll be thinking a lot of things, and just to cut the long story short, I just want to ask this question. You can use the chat box. Like, what is the next thing to do after graduation? Sorry, please. Sorry for that interruption. So please just use the chat box and just tell me what next after graduation, what you intend to do after graduation. Use the chat box. So I'll be speaking on volunteering, and simply volunteering is just giving your skills, giving your knowledge, giving your time to a very good cause. That's literally what volunteering is all about. But then merging volunteering with connecting volunteering as a graduate is very, very important because it offers a lot of opportunities that we can never imagine. And so, let me check the chat box. If uh, further my education, very good. Creating my own NGO, very good, very good. These are the things you have in mind. These are the things you have in mind. You want to, in fact, just as the speaker was saying that, some of the audience were saying, they said there's no registered body for public health graduate, all of that. According to what I read, they said that a master in public health degree is the most widely recognized profession is the most widely recognized professional credential for leadership in public health. So, the public health, that you have studied public health as an undergraduate gives you an edge in the outside world because you can see that many health professionals, doctors, nurses, medical lab scientists, physiologists, biochemists, all of them, they are going into masters in public health. You just want to ask yourself why. And you should know that there is a lot of opportunities out there for you. But then you want to, as a graduate now, you really want to know what next. You want to further for MPH, right? You want to build your career. But then how do you go about this? Because the current Nigeria where we have now, to go as a young graduate financially to go for master's degree might be very difficult. You want to seek for scholarship opportunities, and if you are going to seek for scholarship opportunities, you need some skills. Some um, you need some basic requirement. You understand, to give you an edge in securing such scholarship opportunities. So also building your career. You want to build your career. You want to work in your profession, and you want to know how to go about it. So these are the things you'll be thinking about. The labor market is very, 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 very tough. It's not easy to get jobs. Some might get job maybe when they finish. Some might not. Some might wait for years before they get job. But then volunteering opportunity comes in play in the sense that since there are no jobs, you can find a way to enter into the labor market through volunteering. Through volunteering. So I will just quickly go to what you are going to do here when you if you volunteer, what you are doing.
Halima,
Halima,
please can
please.
Somebody
you
speaker
mute your mic?
is so I just have four things, four benefits you have to gain as a graduate, which is very, very important. Number one is professional development. Yes, it's very, very important because we all, you know, the way Nigerian institutions are now. You just go to school and you be reading books and you not have practical experience. And when the time you apply for jobs, they'll be asking you for 5 years experience, minimum of 5 years experience, minimum of 2 years experience. You'll be wondering where they expect you to get this experience from. But those experience can be gotten from volunteering. You understand? Through volunteering, you get to improve your professional development. You get to know what is required of you in your profession. That's number one. And then and then when you for example now, I'm a volunteer. I volunteer with Society for Family Health, and I volunteer with Society for Family Health because initially I know that I don't have when I finish for my first degree, I found out I don't have any experience, and I look for job. I couldn't get any job. Even hospitals can never accept a biochemist, right? And so I thought of how can I gain this experience? How can I get this experience? I went to volunteer with Society for Family Health, and since I've been volunteering with them, I've been building my professional skills. I've been seeing areas in public health that are really, really important that I need to build my skills on. You understand? I've been working with them as a monitoring and evaluation officer. And ever since then, I started volunteering with them since 2022, and up till now, I've been expanding my professional experience. In fact, it has even given me an opportunity to even go into other opportunities that are in the NGO. And this is how you build your professional development with time. This is how you build it with time. It's not just come at once. You not just get those experience at once. You have to be building it. And so when you are volunteering in an organization, most especially organization that is in your field, you tend to see other career opportunities. You tend to see that okay, they need a monitoring evaluation officer. Is needed in a particular NGO, or they need somebody that can coordinate a project in a state. You need somebody to that can you see a lot of career opportunities that will just be opening in your eyes that you can grab. And let me just quickly stop there on career on professional development. Another thing you can also benefit is personal development. You believe me, you agree with me that many graduates today they are not employable because they have not built themselves personally. They have not built their personal skills. Personal skills I'm talking about is your communication skills, your project management skills, your teamwork abilities, your problem solving skills. These are personal skills that you need to have for you to be employable, because nobody wants to employ somebody that cannot work, somebody that cannot do the job. So these are personal. If you volunteer in a particular organization, you will definitely see that I need to work on my communication skill. My communication is not good. I need to work on it. You be with time. You see yourself practicalizing. Trying to see how you can be better in speaking. And you will not be working alone. You'll be working with people. You see how you can communicate effectively with people to express yourself. You see some things that you never been taught in the classroom, in the forward of the school. And these are the things that volunteering brings to your table. And then the next thing is you have the opportunity to explore that specialization. When somebody was asking the question, he was saying that what kind of course can he take? And the last speaker said you need to have an interest. You need to have an interest. How then can you go to have an interest when you don't have basic knowledge about what you are venturing into? This is where volunteering comes in. By the time you're volunteering in an organization that is in a field that you like, that you want, you'll be seeing they will ask you to do some things. They ask you to carry out some activity, and from there you get to see that, oh, I like this part of public health. I like this part. From there you're able to see areas at which you like, areas at which you can specialize in. You get, these are opportunities that volunteering brings to your table. It opens. You will not be confused again. You're able to see areas as which you need to develop yourself, areas as which you need to expand your knowledge, your knowledge. You understand? So these are the benefit at which volunteering brings to you. And then the last thing is building professional network. When you're in an organization where there are people who are more experienced than you tend to have this volunteering because you are in that organization. You have this opportunity to meet them, interact with them, know what they do, know how they do it. You tend to meet them as your friends. You tend to see them as your friends, and then if there are opportunities that within the public airspace, they will quickly bring it to you. They'll quickly bring it to you if there are things that you just like the way the last speaker said. He said you follow your mentors, you follow what they do, you see what they do, you just following them, you just trying to watch them at their back and try to do what they are doing. From there, you see yourself developing, you see yourself getting better every day. So these are the opportunities, volunteering brings to your decks. And many people used to think that, okay, volunteering, you're not going to be paid and all of that. But we do know that there are no jobs. If you get jobs these days, maybe because of connection or something, right? Currently now, Nigeria now, if you don't have even experience, there's nobody, there's no government organization that can employ you. So, but many people used to think that, okay, if I go and volunteer, just give them my time, they will not pay me or something. Let me tell you, some organizations, they just don't allow you to work for them for free. Although you are enrolled in as a volunteer, but there are certain stipend that they will normally give to those volunteers that can sustain them, maybe probably maybe transport fare or feeding or something. Even sometimes when you go for a community supervision, everything is covered, your movement is covered, your feeding is covered, and all of that, and you are building your experience along the line. And also, you are looking for, okay, I want to work in a very big organization, like, okay, maybe like the United Nations or USAID and all of that. You need to build your experience. They will not want to employ somebody that doesn't have experience. So these are the importance of volunteering. These are what volunteering brings to your table. Ever since I've been volunteering with Society for Family Health, I've been seeing a lot of opportunities. Then when I was a graduate, that I don't see opportunities, I don't see opportunities that apply to. You understand? I do not know what where are they. I cannot even see them. I can't see opportunities. I can't see job employment, job recruitment, or whatever. I can't see them. But then the person I've been working with them, I've been able to see some opportunities that are opened even inside the organization, And imagine maybe, okay, I want to enroll for such opportunities. It will be very easy for me. It's very easy for me for somebody from the organization to recommend me for the job. So these are ways at which you can start, like you should think about, so that you can build yourself as a graduate. And then before you, just a matter of 1 year, 2 years, you see that you're in a very good place, and eventually you get your dream job. So I think that is all I have to say. If anybody has question, you can ask me. I'll be able to answer. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you
Hello.
very much, Mr. Victor, for taking your time. Give us this piece. This is a masterpiece. And Mr. Victor is a friend of mine, and as well as a senior colleague in the struggle. He has did so many things for me, showing me so many paths and taking me along. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any question for Mr. Victor, then quickly drop your questions as we move forward. Emmanuel Johanna, your hands is up already. Let's begin with you. You can unmute your mic and quickly drop your question. Hello, Emmanuel, are you there?
Thank you, Mr. Victor, for such a wonderful presentation. It's an yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Hello?
Go on.
Okay,
Go on.
okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Victor, for an eye opener. All right. I'm still speaking. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Victor, for an eye opener. I have this question. You make it seem so easy, however, to get an organization to volunteer for. I would like to ask, what are the certain tactics one will have to adopt to actually locate and be accepted as a volunteer in such an organization? And subsequently, what are the challenges one may face, in volunteering, so as to have a clue and then come prepared. We learn from experience. We want to learn from your experience as someone who has volunteered. I want to know those challenges so that if we're coming in, we'll come well informed and make informed choices. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Emma. Is there any other person with question for Mr. Victor? Quickly, in respect of
Hello.
volunteering and internship. Okay. For now, I think we don't have anyone, and so for
So,
this reason, Mr.
Honorable
Victor, you
Suleiman,
can
it's
go
like
ahead and
from my
the
own
stage is
end.
shown to you.
Honorable Suleiman.
Yeah, I can hear you. Emma, go on. I can hear you.
Okay, okay, you heard me. Is
Yes.
my question heard? Because in my own end here, at my own end, it's like it's cracking. I don't know whether Mr. Victor was able to get me. Okay.
Yes, I got you. I got you. I got your question. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Victor, over to you
Should I
now.
just go ahead to answer him?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. You see, it's even to get voluntary opportunities is even quite difficult now in Nigeria. Yes, and but then it's a very good question. How did I get into volunteering with Society for Family Health? Let me share my own story with you. Um, as a young graduate that is looking for where to just put my head, I just reached out to the Ministry of Health in the state where I want to volunteer with. I reached out to them and asked them that I need the list of NGOs that can volunteer, NGOs that are in the state where I am, that NGOs that are in the state. And then the lady I met there, the woman I met there, she was like, "Who are you? Why do you come? Why what infantry do I have to come and be asking them the list of NGOs that are in the state? What do I want to use the list for? Blah blah." And I told her that I want to. I'm looking for an NGO that fits my own interests that I can volunteer with. So she was just so amazed because hardly people comes to Ministry of Health to ask for a list of NGOs that are in the state. And then she asked me to come to her office, and I went to her office, and she was like, she did not even give me the list. She told me that this this NGO is a perfect one for you. Go and volunteer with them. And then the state technical officer of that NGO was around at that day, and she immediately introduced me to the state technical officer. What I'm saying is, why I'm sharing my story is that your own story might be different. You might want to apply, you might want to apply through letter, or I didn't use any application. The letter asked me to write an application, blah blah. I wrote, and I later found out that it was just at the desk of the state bank officer. It took about 6 months before they take it to the headquarters at Abuja. You understand? But I got in into the organization. So you might look for number one, look for NGO that is of your own interest. That's number one. Look for government don't employ, they don't look for volunteers, but then it is NGOs that are looking for people to assist them. You look for NGOs. You might not want to look for NGO that is very big. On my own part, I was a bit lucky that I saw somebody to quickly, link me up. But then you might want to look for NGOs that are still growing. NGOs that are already established, they will have a lot of protocols. They will want to say they don't want to accept any volunteers. Yeah, there's so many NGOs like that, right? Because they know that if they accept them, they have to pay them, and and they will just block any opportunities for volunteers. So you might look for volunteer NGOs that are still growing up, that are still coming up, and they say you want to volunteer with them, and those kind of NGOs will accept you in. Mind you, your own mission is different. Your own mission is to gain the experience. You are not looking for NGO that will be enriching you. That's not what you're looking for. Your own is to get the experience. So now, once you look for an NGO that is still coming up, there will be it's very easy for you to get in. And then you might be lucky you can get into a very big NGO, and then you are good to go. And then the challenges in volunteering in volunteering. Yes, definitely when they are not paying you, there will be challenges. There will be challenges because you'll be working for them for free, working for them for free. But then what I want to tell you is that there will be challenges. There will be challenges, but then what makes you a graduate is for you to be able to adapt to the challenges, be able to overcome those challenges you see in front of you. So like mine, the challenge I faced was, me working for my boss for free, and he's the one getting paid, right? And then by the time I think about that, I want to quit, right? I want to say I'm not doing it again, or let them, or blah blah. But then I know what I want. I know what I want to get. I am gaining my own experience under the NGO, and that is the only thing that satisfies me. You understand? Is the experience, because at the end of the day, you have this experience. You have the experience. Is this experience that will take you to another bigger opportunity? This your first NGO might not give you that what you want, but then it will give you it will be like a stepping stone to a bigger one. So it will be a stepping stone to a job that you'll be paid. You understand? So that should be what should console you, because there will be challenges. They can ask you to come to a place and they will not give you transport. They will not give you transport money. And then you have to struggle and look for a transport fare and go, right? I've gone for such activity before that they will ask me to go to as far as to a local government that, and they will not give me transport. In fact, the recent opportunities that came up in the NGO, my boss asked me to go and do the job, and they did not give me transport fare. On getting to the location, I think Mr. Ibrahim saw me and your senior colleague. Then we did video call. On getting to the headquarter, and they just give us everything we need, including transport, feeding, and everything, and even paid us for what we did. So sometimes you just don't think about the challenges. Just look at what you want to get. Be intentional. Be intentional. Yes. And that will bring me to this aspect that if you are volunteering into any organization, know what you want. Don't just volunteer and say because you are volunteering for volunteering sake. You can be volunteering, but it's not going to align with your future career, right? You'll be intentional with what you want. Okay, this is what I want to work on. This is what I want to build on. These areas I want to. That is the area you should volunteer in. You understand? You have to focus. You have to be focused because they can be asking you to go and be doing something that you don't want to do. You understand? That is not in line. You will do it just to relieve them from questioning you. But then that thing that you want to really get, make sure you get it out from that NGO before you leave. And so that's just my own advice. Yes. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very, very
Thank
much,
you very
Mr.
much.
Victor, for this wonderful response. And I
Thank
believe
you.
not
Thank
only
you, sir.
Emmanuel Johanna, but everybody here
Thank
as well is
you,
fully
Sam.
convinced and
Thank you very
know
much.
the importance of volunteering. So it cannot be overemphasized. So to the rest of my colleagues, you all hear from Mr. Victor. He had experience on this volunteering of the thing. So he's speaking based on experience and he's giving us real life explanation. So with this, I will encourage all of us to find somewhere to volunteer to get that skills needed for us to take us to where we want to go professionally in the field of public health. Thank you very much. Mr. Salim, can you please mute your mic?
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Victor, thank you again, once again, for giving us your time. I contacted him, I think, in less than an hour before we begin, and then he decided to give us his input. We appreciate you, and I think God will bless you for everything. This is all I have to say. God will indeed bless you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Mr. Victor. We are waiting for our own Christmas and New Year package as soon as it is. Maybe it will be an opportunity you have for either one of us here. Just the volunteer opportunity, maybe you have, and then you will love one of us into it. So it will serve as our New Year package. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor, for your time. We appreciate. Um,
Can I say something? Yes, can I
yes,
before I
you
leave?
want to come again?
Thank you. Can I say something?
You
Yes,
want to say something?
Yes, I forgot to add a particular point which I think is very important. Yes, yes,
Okay, 2 minutes, sir. 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. You don't have time.
yes.
It's okay. You can go on. You have
Yes,
the
two
time.
minutes. Yes, I know majority of, yeah, majority of you guys will want to enroll for masters the MPH in MPH, right? And for scholarship opportunities abroad, and you want to make sure that you get it. And one of the ways at which you can get it is to build your. You should start building your research skills right now. You start building your research skills because that is what they are looking for MPH applicants. Even if you are with a third class or something, but you have a good research background, you build your research skills very, very well. It will serve as an edge, even over somebody with a first class. So this is something, and you can volunteer in doing this. You can join research groups just to assist them in anything, and then you'll be learning the process, and that will be adding to your experience, and that will also be adding to your CV that you can use to apply for these opportunities. And then, in a matter of short time, you definitely see yourself in a very good place. So that's what I have to say. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. This is also important, and we have gotten it. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor, for your time. Once again, thank you, thank you. We appreciate. Mr. Victor, if you have any other thing to attend to, I think we are okay, and then you can take your leave if you have anything to attend to. But if you are not having anything, and then I think you can stay with us to continue. Thank you very much. Quickly, we are going to move forward. Retrospectively, coming back to where we supposed to. Okay. All right. We are going to quickly dive into item 7, which is clearly stating that choosing the right PPA, right PPA in the sense that we are recent graduate and yet to go for our NYSC. So it is important for you to know where to go and serve. You being a public health graduate and somebody with inspiration, and somebody with objectives and goals to attend to. So quickly, we are coming in back to the house domestically. Um, uh, we are going to call on Hassana Shiu Magaji to give us something on this particular important aspect, in our life as recent graduates. So Hassana, if you are there, if you are ready and if you are standby, you can quickly give us what you have for us in regards to how we are going to choose the right PPA for ourselves. You have 7 minutes if you are there. Thank you very much. Oh, somebody said he thinks she has left. Okay. In that case, I think we'll skip this for now, and then we'll be moving into this item which says exploring scholarship opportunity. Quickly, I would like to call on Emmanuel Johanna to give us something on. And this, even though he's also a recent graduate and doesn't have specific experience on how we are going to secure a scholarship. But I know subsequently we are going to have something basically to talk about this scholarship opportunity. We have a lot of professionals that can give us guide and the other help we need in regards to securing scholarship for ourselves. So, but for now, we are going to go with Emmanuel Johanna. Emmanuel Johanna, you have the ground. Give us what you have.
Thank you very much, Suleiman. Thank you all. Uh, Thank you for having me, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you from a limited resource and limited experience. Uh, um, there are variety of scholarship out there, although it seems that the opportunities are very narrow. But it is good news to say that there are a lot of scholarship out there. However, the challenges is not the availability. The challenges is about accessibility. Is how can you access such scholarships? And the reason why they are difficult to access is not really because it requires fund, but it's because we have most times low interest in opting for such opportunities or exploring in such opportunities. There are a lot of scholarship ranging from age, scholarship made for specific age group, scholarship made for specific merit based scholarship like based on CGPAs, grading, and the rest. And there are other scholarships that are available based on discipline that are specific for certain disciplines, and there are other scholarships that are based on financial handicapness. You're handicapped financially. So such NGOs or such foundations are just focused on people with certain shortcomings. So let's start by the scholarship that we have in Nigeria. However, I want to make this basis that scholarship in Nigeria are much in terms of domesticated scholarship than the ones abroad. It's easier to get scholarship to study within the country than to have scholarship studying outside the country. There are scholarships such as the Jim Ovia Foundation Scholarship, the PTDF, the Petroleum Trust Fund Scholarship, the David Oyedepo Scholarship, the NNPC/Total Scholarship, the TED Fund Scholarship, the Exxon Mobil Scholarship, and the Ghani Future Scholarship, and many more. Because this scholarship can be sponsored either by non-governmental organizations, bilateral organizations. It can also be by the federal or state government, sometimes by even institutions, either research or university institutions that can choose to give you. And this scholarship can also be fully funded and can also be half, maybe 50-50. They will go for your tuition fee, yeah, but anything has to do with medical and accommodation and feeding, it's your burden. In Nigeria, however, we know as Nigerians, nothing is easy. In fact, that's one of the things that makes us the smartest people on the planet Earth. Anywhere you go, you just talk about smartest people, they tell you Nigeria. Because everything is not easy here. So when we go outside, every other thing tends to be easy for us because we are living the hard lives. We are product of hardship. So likewise, there are countries. I'm trying to be brief because we have minimum little time. There are countries I want to give us clue on countries that actually welcome Nigerians or countries that you can easily get scholarship in. Countries like Germany, Russia, Greece, Japan, China, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and Korea. Scholarship in the US is difficult. You can tell everybody that scholarship in the UK is available, but it's also difficult to get. And even if you do, it's a highly taxed country. Surviving there is difficult. So you hardly see a scholarship that you can actually opt for in countries like that. Um, Somebody will ask, what are the websites? Okay, which website will I visit to actually get this numerous scholarship that you're mentioning? You can just easily just take your phone or iPad or tablet, any other device you're using, and type in a scholarship portal. Every other scholarship that you want to get or you want to opt for is readily available there. You can just choose depending on your discipline or merit. Because as I stated earlier, some of the scholarships are based on merit. They say when you have a CGPA of this or of that, 3.5, 4.0, depending. Or some of them are based on class of degree that you graduated with, and some don't even check that. It's just discipline based. They just say, okay, this scholarship is only open for medical students or engineering students, you understand? And some can just be like a means. It doesn't matter the cost or the field of study. It's just that if you don't have a father, if you don't have a living parent, you're an orphan, or you're financially handicapped, they offer help for such. So it's one of the basic criteria for you to be qualified for such scholarship. So regardless, irrespective of the criteria needed, one needs to also, as Victor rightly said earlier, to build on personal skills. You need to know more and be acquainted to research, your research skills. You need to also build a very strong CV that is convincing to whoever is going to go through your CV and approve your scholarship, whether it's a government or non-governmental organization or even a private individuals, because there are certain like the Belinda Gates and other foundations that sponsor research and sponsor a lot of people's education. I would also like to talk about few challenges that we have in securing such scholarship, especially in our country, Nigeria. One is the normal Nigerian language, which is corruption. Whenever opportunities like that tends to come in, whoever gets it first doesn't release it to the public. It's just within family and friends. So if you're not really within the cycle, it tends to be very difficult to secure one. And the next challenges that we are having is the issue of reluctance from us. Sometimes we are truly reluctant with these things. We don't even put interest in them. Because if you put interest, you only know when you ask questions. Now, I didn't mean this program is not organized. There are a lot of things that came to light this evening to me. That if this program was not possible, I would have been this blind. I don't know, maybe as long as till I get the opportunity to know this. So the thing is, we don't have interest in the field. We need to go beyond just money and the name. Let's have passion. As our one of our father and lecturer said, Dr. Usman Sunusi Usman, he said it's not about the money. We teach you because posterity would one day judge, would say, would speak. So if you have the passion, it's not really about the money. I've been a medical doctor for 14 years, here, but he has never given injection because he has passion for public health. He has passion to lecture. So that's what I'm trying to say. This is an example of a person. If you take this course seriously and we have passion for it, you will not put your eyes on the money like Victor said, because you might not be paid sometime. You understand? Volunteering is an indication for passion. So once you have passion, you don't care if you're paid or not, and that is how you get connected because you will meet people that are heading those NGOs or other organizations that you're volunteering for, and they will be like, what's that thing you study? Public health. Okay, there's this scholarship going around. Did you register for it? No. Okay, they put you through. You now know. Okay, there's this vacancy. You register and then you go in. So with the limited time, these are actually the challenges, the websites you go for, and the scholarship available also in Nigeria, and the type of scholarship, as I said earlier, merit, discipline, and means-based scholarship. So thank you very much, Mr. Suleiman, for the time, and thank you, the house. I also want to recommend our senior colleagues who made it here with us. It's really encouraging. We hope to still see you on the subsequent meeting. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
So I will take questions if there's any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel, for this wonderful presentation. I think quickly we are going to take one or two questions if there is any, and then we will be brief about that. If there is any, we quickly drop your questions, and then Mr. Emmanuel will attend to as soon as possible. Yusuf, you can go.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for actually giving us a light pertaining exploring scholarship opportunities. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. And it's like I've heard you made mention. What was it? Something like research skills. Please, I need a little like pertaining what you've just made mention pertaining just this research skills. What do you need to do? What are the pros and cons that need to put in hand for one to actually improve his research skills? Thank you very much. This is all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. If you want to build your research skills, the best place, as stated earlier by Mr. Victor, is to find a research organization or institution, which are basically like primarily this is what they do. They come up with a problem and they now profound solutions. What is the cause of this thing? If it is maybe in time of M&E monitoring and evaluation, there's a problem with healthcare delivery, or there's a problem with a certain outcome of intervention. We want to know what are the problems, like what are the factors hindering the success of all these things. It's through those monitoring and evaluation you get to pinpoint all these things. So when you find yourself attached to organizations that are centered on monitoring and evaluation, you volunteer, as Victor rightfully said, is for free. So if you don't pay for volunteering, so it's for free. When you join them, you now follow in every single step they take in finding or in carrying out their research to discover what are the issues faced in regard to that. Likewise, it's applicable to all areas of life. You just get a particular institution because you cannot personally like say you on yourself be your own teacher on certain research. If you can do that, then why the institution exists? So if you can even do that, you will not be as vast as somebody that's attached to an institution or to an organization purposely.
Okay, and once more, please, how can one get access to these organizations? Is it via a link, or you are going to actually make a recommendation for any of the organization you might
Designed
mention?
to carry out research on issues like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel, for the response. And I think to add up with what you say, Mr. Yusuf, You see, to come up with your research skills that it is needed for you to be able to embark on any application, any scholarship application you want to enroll for. There are personal research skills like research projects you work on your own. If you are that careful and if you believe on the authenticity of your work, that is your project research work, the one you did for your undergraduate research program, if you can make that move and make it to be published, if you are going to make publication out of the research project you have, it is going to count and it will be part of the research skills. It's going to serve as a research skills you have during your undergraduate studies. If you are going to make that move, then I think you are gradually building up that research skills you are needing. And
Okay, thank you very much,
yeah,
sir.
and the other way is you can also partner with your colleague, just like how you are at home now. You can look into certain issues of your interest which you cherish more, and you can dive into the research you want to do. You collaborate with a fellow colleague and you come up with something, just like how I'm doing now. Currently with Mr. Dupe that just left, we have a work we are currently working on, a research for which we are intending to publish before the end of this 2024. So if you can get a colleague to do that, it is going to serve as some of the skills you have basically. And then aside that, just like what Mr. Victor said, you can as well make your visitations to either health agencies or NGOs that can help you, get accepted as a volunteer, where you tell them your interest. You want to work as a research intern. So you are going to be placed rightfully in the unit of research, and this is where you're going to work with even high profile professionals. You're going to build your skills there for research, and it is something very important that you can also include in your CV. So this is how it goes about. It is not even only you going to agencies or NGOs or ministries for you to get that. Just like how I said, personally, you can work on that. Come up with your research skills. You can also enroll online. There are so many internships going online for research. You can also enroll. I can recommend one for you, the one I did recently with Itu Ed. So I did something on mental health, not yet disclosed, but I'm working on how it's going to be published. I did it alone. So you can also explore that and get these opportunities. And this is where you need to go extra miles to get yourself exposed. The likes of LinkedIn, it is a very important platform where you can build up yourself professionally. You get to connect with high profile personalities, and then you get to learn so many things, opportunities are shared there, and so many other things. So to wrap it up, thank you very much. Not to take much of our time, but I believe with the little we have, I believe we attend to this. Um, okay. Are you okay with it, Mr. Yusuf?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much,
So
Honorable Suleiman.
quickly, we are going to look into. I don't know whether Hasana is back. Yes, because we have other important aspects to look at, and it is something I would like us to look at the end of everything. Yeah, it is very, very important, and it is seeming to be the only part that we take a little bit of our time. Is she back?
No, I don't think he's
She's
back,
not?
but I'll get contact her now. Yeah, he's not back.
Wow.
But yeah, I will contact her just now.
Okay, to save our time, well, quickly, I think I'll just give us something on this. When
Uh,
it comes to you choosing your PPA, most especially you being a public health graduate, we have that mentality in us where a lot of us will be going for the money, and then
No,
you
I
see
don't think so. I
someone,
don't think she's here.
she's not here, huh? Okay, let me just quickly give us this. So I want us to take this out of our mind where you are going for a PPA that pays a lot to you. What we are going to put in mind first, and something you need to consider that is very, very important, is what impact, what are you going to gain at the end of your service there? It's not all about the money. If you're going for the money, definitely you're going to gain from the money, but I want you to know that it is a short-term achievement. It is not something that you sustain and say this is what I have to present. So instead, you should look into places where you know they are going to contribute a lot to you. Because you serving as a corper, you are also in any organization or any agencies you are going, you are also building your volunteering capacity there. It is just like you're also volunteering, and you can categorically state it in your CVs. So it is important for you to go for the right PPAs. There are it is recommended that if you are as a public health graduate, just like how my mentors usually tell me, is if possible, in fact, even if you are going to serve at National Primary Care Development Agency, we know we have so many NGOs that are affiliated there. So if you can be able to secure one of these NGOs that are affiliating there, you can go. But it is not advisable to you to go and serve as a public health practitioner if you know you're having those skills needed, if you're having those competencies, and you fully believe in the knowledge you have gotten from school, then it is recommended that you look for an NGO and go for your service there. And there are so many NGOs that pay very, very well. If you're even looking for the money, we have NGOs that can pay you a lot of money. You go and pump money there as well, you gain experience needed for you to explore your career further. So we need to be mindful of that. And then for those of us that want to dive into academics, public health is divided into two. If you are going in, if you are now leaving the undergraduate level, it is divided into two: the academia and the professional MPH. Anyone you are going for, depending on the area you cherish and what you want to become. So if you are the type that want to go on the academic aspect of public health, this is where you go for the MSc in public health. MPH, mostly the masters in epidemiology, masters in biostatistics, is the MPH level in regards to that is for the professional level. So if you are interested in academics, you go for the MSc, and there are organizations you can go to. There are so many organizations you can go to for um for you. That is for you to go and build your research skills. So you can now go to places like School of Health. Even the universities, if they have the faculties that has to do with health related faculties and departments, you can as well go there and build your research skills. And then personally, just like how I said, you can also do that. And then if you are the type that want to go professionally in MPH, there are NGOs I know of, in Abuja, that accept corpers, and they pay a lot of money there. You can as well pump your money there if you are going. That is if you are going for the money. So there is the likes of we have Center for Integrated Health Programs in Abuja. You can also secure an opportunity there as a corper. We have the likes of Health Strategy and Delivery Foundation. We have the IPIN Public Health Initiative in Abuja. We have Society for Family Health, where Victor is currently volunteering. We have Health Initiative for Safety and Stability in Africa, is also an NGO. You can also go there. We have the AHF Nigeria. We have International Center for Advocacy on Right to Health. We have the Action Aid International Nigerian. We have the African Youth Growth Foundation. You can also go there. We have the Amnesty International Nigeria. You can also go there for your service. We have Center for Right to Health. We have education as a vaccine against AIDS ever. So it is also a highly recommended NGO. You can go for your service. We have the Empower to Empower E to E initiative. You can also go there and serve as a corper. We have Excellence Community. You can also go there and serve as a corper. We have the Intercommunity Development and Social Organization. It's an NGO. You can also go there. We have the likes of the TIC Foundation. We have Prevention, Accident Prevention and Rescue Initiative, another NGO. We have African Development Foundation, ADF, where you can also go for your service. We have the Arbitration and ADR in Africa, another place you can go. They have their office there in Abuja. We have Association for Reproduction and Family Health. You can also go there. We have the Noble Foundation for Learning and Information Technology Skills. You can also go there for your service. We have the Romark International Initiative. We have the South African German Center for Development in Research and Criminal Justice. And then we have the Counseling Ambassador Organization. So these are some of the places you can go for your service, depending on the area you want to get into more, you being a public health practitioner. And as well as any other state you would like to go, maybe you can go and explore further to see the agencies they have, the NGO they have for which you can go. If you are from National State, we have Maxed. It is a renowned NGO, and they accept cover and they also pay very well. So in respect to this, I'm going to draw the curtain. If you have any question with regard to that, or where you need any other help, then quickly we are going to address that and move on. Thank you very much. Sorry, I just tried to come up with something in the aspect of mass life magazine. It is not planned.
It's like is it Fatima? Are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay, Fatima, you can go on.
Suleiman,
Yes.
Good afternoon to everyone. I hope everyone, each and every one of you are doing well and fine.
Good afternoon. If you are joining from
Yeah.
probably that's
Suleiman, please can you send all those organizations that you have recommended for us to so that we can service in the organization? Can you send them to the group so that some that haven't joined the meeting can benefit from it, please, if
okay. It's
possible?
okay. I will do just that immediately after we close. I will send it to the class.
Thank you.
Yeah.
May God reward you
Yes.
abundantly.
And you too.
Next.
And you too. Thank you very much. Um, Abdul Jabbar, you can go.
All right, thank you, Emma, for this wonderful presentation, and this is very productive to all of us. Please, I have one or two questions regarding this using the PPA. Number one question is that are we really, as a corper, as a serving corper, like, are you really entitled to choose your PPA, that primary assignment? Are you the one to choose where you want to serve? That's my first question. And the second question is that when you are posted to somewhere that maybe it's not really like going to be very important based on your field of study. So what procedures or what steps will you follow to change your PPA to the right PPA based on the field of study you studied? Thank you so much. I hope you got my question.
Yeah, I got it well.
All right.
Yes. Well, responding to your first question, you know how it is usually is where you do your. I believe we have the likes of Abbas Ali Muhammad. They have that experience, but from the little experience I have, let me respond in regards to that. Based on the little experience I have, is where you did your camp, the state you are being posted for your camp is automatically the state you'll be posted, and then your PPA is going to be assigned for you there internally. So you are not going to be the one to decide on where you are going to serve. Do you get? Like that is legally, legitimately, you will not be the one to choose. They will be the one to post you based on how they felt and maybe some of the criteria and the things we don't know. So, but how it is usually done is a lot of the time people usually lobby. Now it is now linking to your second question. People usually lobby. If you have people with upper hand and if you know any other person you know that can render you that kind of service, and if it is legitimate, then you can collide with that person and you're going to secure a better PPA for you. But regardless of that, even if you were being worked up, maybe someone might work for you, and then maybe based on the intended agency or NGO you want to go to serve in, they can place you there, give you there as your PPA. But there is likelihood of you being rejected. Again, this is another thing. This is where a lot of people I know contact politicians where they give them recommendation letter. You will take it to that NGO where I'm recommended by a so person. And again, most NGOs now they don't usually follow that, particularly we in the field of public health. When you are being given this PPA, some of these NGOs tend to interview you to see the kind of competency you have. You understand? So now it is better for you now to equip yourself before going there because you are going to get a lot of interviews. I have somebody that served from NCDC. He studied human anatomy, not even public health, but the guy is somebody that is, he is sound and then he knows what he's doing to be precise. So they interviewed him and he was able to secure that PPE. But he wasn't the one that actually chose that PPE. He was posted, they contacted somebody, all these workings, they worked it out for him and they gave him there. So he went there with his recommendation letter. But even with the recommendation letter, they need to interview him. So if you are lucky enough, if you are able to pass the interview, then you will be placed in your favorable place of PPA, the one you. So I don't know whether I attend your question.
Yes, Leonard, thank you so much. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
yes. So that is just it. Um, any other question, please? Okay. In the absence of any other question, I will be
Afan, off your mic.
quickly will move.
You say?
Off
Okay.
your mic.
Okay.
Okay. So I think this is the last aspect of our session today. We are going to
I
talk.
off it now.
Let me do that myself.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm
Afan, they said you
hearing
should
you.
mute your
Just
mic.
continue.
Muted. Okay. Moving to the last aspect of our session quickly, we are going to look on how our class get together will be. Seeing that we have now graduated and everybody is now in one pathway, so there is need for us to be meeting even if it is once or twice or thrice, depending on how it is being discussed. So Abdul Jabbar have a special package to present here. So let's hear from him, and then where we have observation and other things to add up, then after his presentation, then we can vividly discuss on that. And Jabbar, if you are there, you have the floor. It's time for you to go. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much again. Once again, I welcome you all to this first public health, let me say, summit or meeting, and I'm here to present on the class get together. Though now we are graduates, so we have graduated, so it's going to be like very vital for all of us after graduation to reunite ourselves again. So the essence of this class get together is to provide a change, or let me say a chance for people to catch up with their old classmates, in the sense that during the class get together, you get to present or to show off the achievements, or let me say the little progress you have after the school graduation, and also to share some opportunities, skills, and traditions and memories that we had within the class, or let me say when we are in the school. And the one of the very importance of this thing of this get together is like it brings a lot of opportunities, and let me say like I just said, opportunities, in the sense that after graduation one of your classmates has got an opportunity to serve or to work in one organization or one agency. So during this class get together, it can be able to bring more of opportunities in terms of jobs and other services to the class members, or let me say to few or more members of the class. So actually we decided, or let me say I was opportune to present this on this class get together very few hours ago. So I'm sorry for not being able to make my slide. So but I can be sure that I can make this presentation even without the slide. So first of all, this class reunion was organized to start at least annually, or let me say yearly, in the sense that every year we have this reunion, or let me say a get together to reunite ourselves. Though many people move away from different hometowns and states, so I'm very sure, like I'll be very sure, like almost high percentage of the class we can be able to attend wherever and however it is. So we decided this to take place every year annually, and this idea came from Suleiman, and based on what he told me, or let me say based on what we discussed about this reunion, it's we plan to start this from next year. That's 2025. I guess by then everybody has finished his NYSC and we are able to focus on the many other stops. So this get together, it's going to hold, or let me say start from next year, 2025. And based on the observation we had within the class and within the organizers of this event, is that majority of the class members are within this region of Bauchi State. So this event will hold within Bauchi, or let me say in Bauchi State, in the sense that we can be able to have high number and high participants in this very event. So came up with the idea on how to organize, or let me say how to mobilize the funding and other stops will be discussed in further presentation, let me say in further meeting. So it just came to let you guys know that we are going to make this yearly, and it's going to start from next year. So the source of funding and the source events and the other let me say the location and everywhere will be discussed in the next presentation. But mind you, this event is going to start by next year, and it's in Bauchi State. So I don't know if anyone here has another question, or let me say a question regarding this get together. Though it's a very welcome and juicy idea to come up with the old friends and classmates together to have the little memories we shared together when we were in school. And thank you so much, Suleiman, and thank you, Mr. Demola and Mr. Victor, for being on board. And thank you, everyone, for coming here to listen to this and dedicating your time and energy to have to attend this event. Thank you so much. Please, if anyone has a question regarding this get together, should ask, and I'll be here to respond. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulbar, for giving us a tip of how our class get together is supposed to be. And just like how he said, basically, it is just for us now to have an idea, to have a clue that there is going to be an annual class get together, but further arrangement and how it is going to be is not yet disclosed and not yet, prepared. So, in regards to that, if you have other things to add up, observation or question if necessary, then you can go on. Fatima Ibrahim, you are here first. You can go. Fatima Ibrahim, your question or your observation, anyone? I'm already getting exhausted. I'm getting tired.
I don't have any questions. Sorry for raising my hand.
Okay, okay, Emmanuel, you can go. Quickly, quickly, 2 minutes.
All right,
Yes,
thank you very much, Abdul
2 minutes.
Jabbar.
I mean 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm using 2 minutes, Suleiman.
Okay.
Um, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a good idea, honestly. The issue of get together, it's a good thing. The venue, I don't have problem with that either because it's more logical to do it there. But what I want to observe here is the fact that it is made annually. However, I would like us before we even decide if it's going to be annual or biannual or whatever, or after 2 years or so, we should test run the first one. Let's see. Let's build it based on the success of the first get together that we are projecting to take place on next year. So from there we can sum up the challenges and the possible impact made or whatever it is that we have achieved and the achievement made during the get together. That would also predict how well and when actually to actually forecast the next program. And likewise, I also want to make a suggestion here that let this very meeting, not just the get together, this very meeting be at least, let's say, a monthly something. Let's meet like monthly discussing public health issues. This one will actually ginger a lot of people with passion in the field of public health. It's not the entire 260 something students that will actually like to build on public health. Some people are done with public health the last day they wrote their last exam. We cannot fight that. But for those who are still interested in the field, I think it's encouraging if we organize meeting like this at least at the end of every month, this very meeting to discuss public health contemporary issues and talk about opportunities like this. Today, I have a great eye opener on public health. So if next month I'm hoping to have another one, the next month in a year I'm going to have 12 new ideas, 12 heavy new ideas in public health. So I hope that this thing will be adopted in the House and given due consideration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your submission, Mr. Emmanuel Yohana. EJ, you should respond to his first motion that he raised.
All right. Thank you, Emmanuel, for this wonderful question. And I come up with your idea. Starting with the first, let me say, observation you had. This is actually a very welcome observation in the sense that we have to make the first event, or let me say the first get together, in the sense that we can be able to reach out and to jot out our problems and issues that should be encountered before we decided either we are going to do it annually or after 2 years, in 5 years, or decades. So actually, I buy this your idea. We are going to make sure we organize the first very event, and after that, we are going to announce how many, as in how will it be taking place? Is it annually or yearly? But for the first event, it's coming off next year, inshallah, and by then we are going to decide, or let me say, we're going to confirm or announce that this event will be on so that and annually. And thank you so much for this. And your second observation regarding this meeting It's also a very wonderful observation in the sense that it will keep the class and the let me say the group very busy in discussing many aspects of public health issues and other stuffs. So if we are making this, let me say monthly or let me say twice in a month, yeah, it can be able to ginger even some of the people, or let me say some of the students that are not being able to come up with the first meeting, and they can be able to at least try and attend even like let me say 2 to 3 meeting that it's going to hold. So this is also a very welcome idea in the sense that we can be able to be throwing different topics in within us to present. So at least you can be able to develop to your presentation level, and you can be able to get more knowledge on making presentation online, and you can be able to get more exposure in the field of public health, because public health it's based on technology and based on presentations and based on computer stuffs. So this meeting will keep increasing and standardizing our effort and our capacity in presentations and in many various public health issues. Thank you so much, Johanna, and I buy all your ideas, and thank you so much for bringing these ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. So if anyone has another observation or question, you should throw your question, please.
Yeah, I think for now it is none. So thank you very much, Abdul Jabbar, for your presentation, and then to Emmanuel Johanna for bringing such an important observation too, and it is important. Initially, I have the idea too of making it even if it is once in 2 months or 3 months, because and then for now I believe it should not be a collective effort. It shouldn't be something that will be coming from one person or from one unit. So it is something that if you you kind of develop that idea, and then you think, oh, we should talk about this, then you come up with the idea and you begin to set up some stuffs. And likewise, if you have guests, you felt, yeah, they are important, you can invite them, and if you know, yeah, you can give us what we need, then you can actually recommend them and bring them in, so that we'll do that. So in respect to that, I think we are going to have a room, a WhatsApp group where I think selected people will be selected to see how we are going to work on this, organizing meetings either monthly or twice in or once in 2 months, 3 months, whatever. So we are going to have a platform for that where we are going to discuss intensively how we are going to make all these things. And then the next webinar I intended was to make it joint, not only for the class, but not limited to our class alone, but for the general public. We are intending to share it across so many platforms with no restriction. Is I have the plan. I have a boss, currently doing his PhD. I think it is even done now because he has been awarded recently as a doctor. One Mr. Aaron like that. He's from Natural State doing his. He did his PhD in Australia, one Queen's University of Technology like that. So you have that idea on scholarship. I wanted inviting him so that we'll talk more deeply, intensively on scholarship, on how we are going to get one. And I know based on his track record, he has given scholarship to so many people. Let me see, he has laid the foundation for so many people, and they were able to secure their scholarship successfully. So I'm having that plans in me. I have that intention of talking to him, giving me notice. Maybe if it is not next month, then I think I will send my notice quickly so that I can reach him. And then if he can give us his audience, then we are going to talk more on scholarship. It's going to be basically on scholarship. He's also a public health practitioner. So thank you very much. Yeah, Abdul Jabbar, you have any other thing to say?
Yes, yes, I have a little observation about this monthly meeting.
Pardon?
I have an observation about this monthly meeting that's going to hold. Is it twice or thrice every month?
Okay, okay. For this, hold on. We'll just get quickly. See, we don't have any other question in regards to class get together. If we don't have, then quickly we move into AOB. I think it is where we can come up with all these things. So we move into AOB. Perfect. Abdul Jabbar, you can proceed.
All right. So my observation is, I think regarding this meeting, when we fix the actual time, or let me say, how many times are we going to hold this meeting in every month? So we should be make this to public, in the sense that we should keep reminding people in the group and as well as the people that are interested, so that we will have a lot of participants. Because during participation, we can have a lot of new ideas and observations from people that are being an audience in this meeting. So my idea is that we should be making this we should be notifying people about it, like not lately, should be early, and we should keep meeting and they should participate in the meeting. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Abjaba, and it has been noted. Initially what happened was, I just woke up one morning, and I'm a kind of reasoning within myself. My intellect was thinking about it. I was just thinking, at least I just thought we should do something as a class. So this is why I even decided to call Emma. I think Emma was the first person I contacted before I reached out to Selim. Afterward, I think later, earlier today, I reached out to Abdul. It is I reached out to Abdul as early as today, and it is late. I know. So it was even day before yesterday that I came up with the idea. I even wanted the event to take place yesterday. So I said, no, it's going to be that early. So I decided to leave it there yesterday to come up with the flyers and everything. There is even the delay in the flyer design. So I decided to do with that. I followed up the guy that doing the design, and fortunately he sent it to me today, earlier today, around 11 to 12 or so. So, but nevertheless, it has been noted. We are going to be, very careful now, and we are going to be given early notice for people to be prepared and then arrange themselves. So it has been noted. Yeah, so we are in the AOB. Please, anybody here, if you have anything to say, any observation you have, not necessarily, within the scope of what we did, you can even ask your questions or bring in your contribution out of the context of everything. Yeah. So if you have anything, you just raise your hand, and then we follow like that based on people that raise their hand. In that order, we just admit you and give you the chance to speak. So quickly, if you have anything, it is already 10:19. It is getting late already. I'm even tired. So if you have anything to say, please, the floor is now for you.
I guess everybody is good.
Okay, no observation, no AOD, nothing, nothing. Are we all good? Okay, Emma, go on. 2 minutes.
Thank you. The other observation here is I don't want any of us to be discouraged. I told you, my lecturers are my teachers, and I take them as fathers too. As Dr. Aliyu once said, it doesn't matter the number of people who are opting for success. Is a matter of people who are willing and determined to achieve it. So me, even if it's 4 people that are willing and determined to be strong public health practitioner, I can still go with. Do not be discouraged by the number. Just have the passion and determination to forge ahead towards your pursuit for public health. So I want to commend each and every one of us. We started with a large number. A lot of people are still leaving and still living as if part of this meeting does not really matter, but it actually does, because this is where we decide what happened next. So I want to encourage each and every one of us to stay tuned, to still keep the energy and keep encouraging ourselves as we venture into this long journey of the family of public health. Thank you very much, Mr. Suleiman. It's a good idea, and I pray that each and every one of us will come up with more ideas and do better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for your submission. Afan, Sani, you can go.
Good day to everyone. I would like to thank you with this wonderful meeting that you have. Thank you very much. One thing I want to ask you is that, Suleiman, the issue of that choosing PPA, you mean that you cannot directly choose a certain NGO, or what do you mean? I have not get that point yet. I did not understand your point that you have mentioned. You mean you cannot choose directly the NGO that you want, or what? I like another clarification on that.
Okay. What I meant was internally within you, you are going to choose for yourself. But bearing in mind that NYC are not going to give you that room or that opportunity for you to tell them this is where I want my PPA to come from. You understand? Instead, you are going to look for an insider. That is where I say you need to lobby in the first place. If you know your ways, if you know any kind of connection you can get, then don't worry, and you should make sure that where you be going for your camp, because normally where you do your camp is where they usually post you, is the state they usually post you, but the PPA is now decisive to them. It is their decision for them to know the PPA that they will post you. So bearing in mind that first and foremost, secure the place you want to do your service or where the NGO is located. One, make sure that you do your camp there in the state the NGO is located. If it is Abuja, make sure your camp is in Abuja. If it is in Kano, make sure your camp is in Kano. Although there are so many relocation options, but it most of the times they are accompanied with a lot of challenges. So preferably it is better you secure your camp where you want to do your service as a whole. So the thing is, they will not give you that room for you to select the PPA, but you internally you have your decision, and if you're having an insider, if you have your connection, you know your ways, you are going to reach out to that person and you tell him, and he's going to work it for you, and you'll be placed. You get it? It's not that NYC will give you the room for you to, say, okay, I want to serve here, place me there. They will place you there. No, it is their decision to make.
Okay.
Unless if you have your connections and other backings you get in securing your PPA. I hope you are now clear with what I mean.
Yes, I am clear. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hmm.
Yeah, quickly, Ajara, you can go. Ajara Abdullah. Yes, Ajara, you can unmute your mic and give your submission. Are you there? I just wish I can unmute you from my own end here, but unfortunately I can't. Aside Ajara, any other person again with anything to say? Okay, Abdul Jabbar, you can go.
All right. Thank you for coming back again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but your voice is deep. It seems you are not close to your device.
All right. Let me. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay. So actually, I have an observation regarding this meeting. I actually wanted to talk about we should be organizing something like a summit on, like, we should have to train people. Let me say, let's take the aspect of leadership. So we come up with 1 day or 2 days leadership training. You train people and you highlight them on the basic training skills in public health. So the interested participants should at least send their names and their other details, so that at least after this we can have even online certificate for the summit, because it's something that you should add off to your CV, or let me say at least is an experience for being a participant on this summit. So if you get me, we should organize something like a summit. You train people on some aspect of public health. It's either 1 or 2 days event. Then we at least provide even online certificates that everyone should have it on his own, and or he go and print it from his location. Thank you so much.
All right, and it has been noted. But at times, all this capacity building of a thing has to come from, renowned professionals, and most especially people with experience. We are just coming into the
Hello.
labor market. We are just recent graduates, and barely we have
Yes,
some
yes,
of this experience needed. So, but
yes.
then,
Actually,
regardless of
my
that, I think in respect to that, we can now incorporate, by having our invited guests. Training doesn't require invited guests now. It is something that has to come from us.
Hello.
But to me, I don't know if somebody has any
Hello.
other contribution, but I think for now we are not having that capacity to carry out any workshop or any training that has to do with leadership in that area, unless if we are going to come up with technical skills like Excel, Power BI, SPSS, FPFO, R,
Mr.
and
Suleiman.
statistical package. This is where I think we can offer something. Emma, you can go on.
I think it's just a suggestion, and this suggestion you bring, Abdul Jabbar, it's a good one. But what Suleiman is trying to say is, at the moment we don't have the capacity to deliver such skills with certificates yet. So maybe subsequently, as we keep growing, we'll be inviting professors. Who knows? We might just invite Gorzo, who is a professor. We can invite other professors over time. He's going to connect us with other world-class professors. So if you are being trained by an authority, it's easier to be certified. Whereas now we are not an organization or an authority to give certificate, but it's a good idea because we have it in mind. Subsequently, as this thing keeps going, we're going to invite authorities to stay with us, and maybe they either connect us to the right institution who is deemed to certified individual who partake in certain training. I guess that's what Clement is trying to say. Right now, we don't have the capacity to do that, but it's a good idea. Maybe subsequently, we just see how we can achieve that.
Yeah,
Hajara has been saying
I
hello since.
understand that. I understand that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for
Yeah, thank you.
understanding, Abdul Jabbar.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, Ajara, you have the floor.
Okay. Hi. Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
I have no
Feeling good.
question, but I have one or two things to say. Actually, I am amazed on this wonderful. I'm amazed on these wonderful ideas and presentations, and I pray, may God Almighty make us to achieve our goals, and also may the sky be our limit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ajara. We appreciate you too for joining. Yeah. We wouldn't have reached here if you guys are not here. So your presence too matters, and it is something we are going to acknowledge you for too. Thank you very much. Any other thing? Do you have any other contribution or submission from any other person again?
No, it's 10:30.
Yeah, it is 10:30 already, so we need to close. Okay. Um. So now, in the absence of anybody having any other contribution, I think we have come to the end of this wonderful, interesting, enticing, and art session. I really appreciate each and every one of you for taking out of your precious time, out of your tight schedules to be part of us here. Even though it is something that has to do with all of us, but regardless, thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for joining, for your cooperation, your compliance. It means a lot. And then subsequently, if we are coming up with something of this nature, we are expecting that the compliance is going to be beyond what we have today. And I'm very sure, I am more than sure that this session goes as expected, like even beyond expectation. I think everything is perfect, right? I think we were able to do everything the way it is supposed to be done. Our speakers showed up, presented very well. We came up with a lot of questions, valid and relevant questions, and everything is okay. Our contributions too, I'm so amazed. And to you, yeah, I've admired that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I decided to use this icon close up. You brush your teeth before you sleep and make sure you peace before you go to bed. Make you know what you need for bed. It is important. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night.